Welcome people, how are you doing? Welcome to another Project 1046 Pro Tips video. Quick one, in and out. Got a couple of things to talk to you about that I'm the things I've been thinking about at the moment and experiencing as we come to the kind of final moments of this project together. Do me a solid, if you haven't done this already, I hope most of you have, but if you haven't done it already, take a moment to like and subscribe and press the little bell icon and select all. That way, when you're watching on YouTube, you'll get thrown all the suggestions of all the different content we're doing. As I say, these are the last few weeks of Project 1046, and this kind of content will be ending and we'll be left with the podcast, but we're going to be starting another channel, which is slightly different thing, but we like to throw that your way as well. So just make sure you're kind of up on the subscribe, eat belly thing there, whatever. If you want to find out anything more about the Flat Earth podcast, which we do every Thursday, video on here, audio only on Spotify, then go to the flatearthpodcast.com at your leisure, and there you'll find a whole bunch of stuff, previous episodes, blogs, information, pictures of my face, and a little PayPal button. If you want to support me in any way, buy me a cup of tea, buy me like a pair of clogs, buy me like I don't know, man, Twitter. I heard actually someone bought Twitter. Something else, you just do what you got to do. You decide your level of giving. Anyway, I have been falling off my skateboard. I was going to say I've been skateboarding, but I'm not sure that's a very clear picture of exactly what's been happening. I've been falling off my skateboard. Just to get you up to speed, this Project 1046 has two parts. It was losing a significant amount of weight before I turned 46. I'm currently 45, and in like 3 and a bit weeks, I turned 46. So we've been doing that. We've been watching our diet. You can click on previous videos. I'll maybe put some links somewhere. I don't know. We'll work it out, or in the description. You can work it out. Go to my channel. But we started this project at 258.8 pounds. And we're now around 230 pounds. Weighing this Friday, we'll find out exactly where we are. But we've lost 30 plus pounds, we're in a great position. But that was the first part, Project 1046, lose certain weight by 46. But then we got the 10 part. Now the 10 in 1046 is that I said I'm going to learn a line of 10 tricks. I'm going to learn and film a continuous one shot of me on my skateboard at age 46 doing 10 continuous tricks. I think this is going to be a little bit more difficult than I first imagined. In fact, I think the weight loss is going to be a little bit more difficult than imagined. In fact, most of the things I attempt that I think are really easy, I've realised are going to be probably considerably difficult. But hey, that's life. If you're not kind of pushing yourself, what you're going to do? Do you know what I mean? And I've got just let me grab my laptop up, because I'm terrible with dates, I'm terrible with figures, and I just want to check. I've got a little form here. So yeah, we started this. I think the initial weigh-in was like the 14th of January or 7th of January, whatever. Anyway, we're now, this week will be the weigh-in on the 13th of May, okay? So we've got this week's weigh-in and then just 2 more. So in total, 3 more weigh-ins until the weight loss part is done. Well, not done. I'm going to continue doing that's what I found. We'll talk about this maybe next week. Is what I've found beautiful about the way I have approached this over these last 20 odd weeks, or well, what will be in totality the 21-week project, is I've not done crazy weird stuff. I've consistently done stuff that I think I'm just going to carry on. So the weight loss is going to carry on. This Project 1046 was just a way, a mechanism, a framework for me to be able to kind of really stick to some aims, and now just a couple of particular things. But I'm going to continue, and the weight loss hopefully will over time just continue to go down. Anyway, I want to say just a couple of things. And I'm learning this as I'm stepping back on a skateboard. I was a skateboarder from when I was 11 to 25, maybe a little bit in 26, but I've always had a board. It was up in the loft, it was away somewhere, but just life got in the way. You have a mortgage, you have children, you have a marriage, you have jobs, you have responsibilities, you have aims. You just get busy, and sometimes the things you had as a younger person, they drop away a little bit. I have found so much joy in getting back on the skateboard, but it is joy tempered with overwhelming fear. Now, I want to talk about this. I thought one more I want to talk about this morning, quick in and out. I want to talk about fear and progression. And I want to talk about the fact that there is no progression in life. There is no stepping up and leveling up and advancing without confronting, managing, and tackling and hopefully overwhelming fear. When I was a skateboarder in my younger life, I would run up to things and jump on them and jump off them and grind and slide along them without much fear. I mean, I wasn't an idiot. I was never the gnarliest skateboarder doing the biggest things, but I would do things with a lot less fear, some trepidation, and I'd be careful. I'd make sure I was as well equipped to do that as possible. But I've got to tell you, I'm doing the most simple things now. I'm back on my skateboard after 20 years off of it, after gaining a heck of weight, after not being very athletic for all these years. And just the simplest things are filling me with fear. And it's funny because I always put a camera up when I go skateboarding, put it on a tripod or something. I skate around, I think, oh, this is going to look really good because I'm carving around these bowls and ramps and I'm feeling this like adrenaline, like, oh, this is going to be good, man. Check me just like carving around. And but when I watch the videos back, I'm like, oh, what's this bullshit? Like, that ramp's 2 foot high. You look like scared. You look petrified. You don't look like you're flowing like a championship surfer. You look like some goober who like doesn't really know he's got feet. It looks like you got wooden ankle joints. Like, I don't understand what's going on. Fear. And I went out skateboarding with a really good friend of mine yesterday, and I was saying to him, I'm so surprised at how fearful I am. I was trying to learn a very simple maneuver, one which I never really did in my skateboarding career, because I skated a lot more street, stairs and blocks and obstacles, and I'm skating now a lot more transitions and bowls and banks and stuff, just because I don't know why, just am. It was a very simple thing of just going up a ramp, a bowl, right? You got like a transition, right, a curve. It was this very simple thing of going up and just popping out the top and riding off. But there's something to do with the shifting of the weight from when you're in something to popping out over the top. And I just want to go home. As soon as he was like, you should learn these, just pop out. And I tried it a couple of times and I was like, no, I want to go home. And it's bitch mode, because like, what's going on? I never used to be like this. I was a scaredy cat. And it was such a weird moment. I was like, oh, this is so weird, but I should be able to do this. This is simple. And I kept at it, but I fell over and I messed it up, and my truck's hung up. And I was just like, oh, wow, I want to get better. And getting better isn't about, oh, I'm going to get on and remember everything. Getting better, progression, is about, oh, there's going to be fear and trepidation, and you embrace the fear and trepidation, and you get past it. You get over it. You just deal with it. And eventually I did. Eventually I learned that little pop out of the transition onto the top. Now, for many of you skateboarders out there watching this, you're like, well, seriously, bro, how are you going to film a line of 10 tricks you can't pop out the top of a ramp? I know. That's what I'm saying, man. I know. I'm in trouble, man. This is going to be a hard time. Whatever you're doing, whatever you've got going on, relational stuff, work stuff, career stuff, whatever you're passionate about, there is going to be moments where you will engage with deep fear, and it's okay. There's going to be moments of uncertainty where you're like, I don't know if I can make it. I don't even know if I want to make it. I just want to go back home and get back under the covers and hide from the world. No, do it anyway. Now, this is a cliche, right? That being brave is not about having no fear. It's about feeling the fear and going anyway. But it's true. And it can be as silly as a 45-year-old man back on a skateboard in a park, in a concrete park, trying to get out of a bowl. Or it can be something much bigger. And it really doesn't matter. But the thing about fear, I once heard a guy say that he uses the acronym of FEAR, F-E-A-R. False evidence appearing real, and that's always good. False evidence appearing real. When you're hit with debilitating fear, and I talked on a podcast a while ago about when the panic monster attacks. When panic attacks you, it is debilitating. But the way to get over it is just to attack it. Just know, I will not give in. I will face the fear, and the more you do it, the more actually the fear will become not your friend. And it's not like you conquer it, because fears don't just go. But they are lessened, and you learn to manage them, and you learn, okay, I do feel fearful, but I've been here before and I'll get through it. Anyway, that's me. Pro tips. I'll see you on Thursday for the podcast, either on YouTube or on the audio only on Spotify. And I'll see you on Friday for the penultimate weigh-in. So we've got 3 more weigh-ins, and we want to get down to like 220 pounds or around. I really want to get down to 218 pounds. That would have me at 40 pounds lost over the 21 weeks and be awesome. Anyway, keep going, face the fear, do what you got to do. Bless you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Later.